Where are you heading then?
Home. Middlesbrough.
That's good.
No, it's not. I was trying to get away.
What happened?
A bunch of Geordie Torags took all my money at Northallerton.
They robbed you?
And cards. They made us play poker with them. Cheap bastards.
So you're not a Geordie then?
Do I sound like a bloody Geordie?
Sorry? First time in the area, got a new job. You know, there's parts of Belfast people can tell you what street you come from just by your accent.
Belfast? You escaped from one shite hole, ran straight to another. So what sort of job you got then?
Teesside Fire and Rescue Service. I'm a firefighter. Station officer, actually.
I threw a brick in a fire engine once.
Did you know?
Should burn the old place down, you know, and start again. Hey, I was joking about that brick.
Look at that. Teesside. Middlesbrough, Stockton, Billingham. It's magnificent. It could happen, you know. The whole place burned down. Half the country's petrochemical plants are right there. Oil coming in from the North Sea. It's even got its own nuclear power plant.
It's no wonder everyone tries to leave.
Steel River. Germans bombed the hell out of it during the war, and Maggie Thatcher did the rest. Closed down all the factories, built a canoe slalom instead. I read up on the place before. Bloody hell.
When you got to steal a diamond just to buy some working shoes. Oh, when you got to steal a diamond just to buy some working shoes. Seems like you're never gonna shake them, those Steel River blues. Yeah, Steel River blues. Steel River blues.
Hey, I thought the hotshot from Northern Ireland was arriving this morning.
Oh, he was, he called. Said the hitchhiker nicked his car.
Oh, that's a good one. I'll have to use that.
Lost his luggage, everything. He was calling from a pub, like.
I'll bet he was. Oh, sorry, sir, but the dog ate my homework. That reminds me of a bird. She was from Finland, actually. That I shagged in Cyprus once. Just the once. I woke up in the middle of the night. There was a glass of water by my bed.
Yeah, but what happened to the dog?
What dog?
The dog that ate your homework.
Oh, forget about the dog. What was in the glass?
Well, why didn't you just say yes the first time? Why rub it on for another 200 pages to end up at the same place?
Because, Tony, she doesn't know that she fancies him yet. So how can she say yes?
Because he's loaded.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that yet because she hasn't seen his place, Pemberley.
And she hasn't seen him with his kit off.
What?
Dawson, when he swims in the lake. I mean, that bit's like a wet t-shirt contest for girls.
That's not in the book.
Yeah, it is. I saw it.
Sonny, this is a book club. Not an excuse for you to go down to your local video shop. Have you actually read Pride and Prejudice?
No, only Pride. Here we are.
Please, I'm so frightened.
Easy, look, where is he?
He's up there. Ay, sálvelo, por favor, sálvelo.
I can't see him. How old is he?
He's nearly 2.
Bloody hell, he's some climber.
Yes, he's got good claws.
Oh, it's a bloody cat. I thought you said it was a person trapped.
Oh, no. It's a pussy. A pussy.
Better send Dave Tanner up then.
Oh, he's there. He's about 20 feet up. Get the 9 metre.
Come on.
We'll have to use the 135.
Or we could just try a hydrodynamic intervention. You're a lot quicker.
Jeremy, Dave, take Eleanor inside. Make her a nice cup of tea.
Come on, let's go for a quick cover, eh? Don't worry, you'll be fine.
That's it, PTO. Andy, run out a hose reel. Tony, George, fetch a ground sheet.
There they are. Blue watch.
Excellent.
Do you want to go over and say hello, Mr. McGlinchy?
No, I'll just watch for a while, thanks to him. And it's Bill, by the way.
Bill. I've done my 16 weeks, you know, so I'm fully trained.
Uh-huh.
I'm just waiting for a posting.
I don't believe it. This must be Rennie Echevaria's place, man.
Mr. Chillian has just signed for the borough.
See, Rene? His house, his cat. You be very careful.
You ever been in the presence of greatness before, my friend?
Oh, well, I saw Gordon Strachan doing a boozer once.
Ah, English football. Run. Kick.
Water on!
Nice one, Andy.
Whoa! Jesus! Water on, George! We're not a second over here. Fire!
Ah, don't worry, love. This is what insurance is for, isn't it?
I think I'll go and say hello now, Julie.
Knock off, lads. Make up.
Who's that with Julie?
Huh? Oh, Alan Priestley. Bill McGlinchy. Nice to meet you.
Look.
Interesting bit of work, Alan.
No, we had a spot of bother in the kitchen. Housekeeper's fault. Lads reacted well. Come on, don't hang about.
Do you want a spot of bother?
Yeah.
Thing with hitchhikers is you're supposed to drive them. Leading firefighter Tony Barnes.
Tony?
We should get back, Bill. I know the divisional officer, Nick Hammond's very keen to meet you. Introduce you to the lads.
Those whose names he remembers anyway. Oh, I think the master's just come home.
René, señor René, el junillo se quedó arriba del árbol y después los bomberos incendiaron la cocina, está todo mojado y no hay nada para comer.
Madre.
Sí, la cocina se ha ido toda.
He is worth it.
Julie.
Sorry, Dad.
I would like to know how, when you come here to save my cat, you set my kitchen on flame?
This is Bill McGlinchy, Mr. Echeverria. Our station officer. He's the boss.
Lou, what you need? Thank you, Alan. Good morning, lads. Andy Coulson. Tony Barnes. Looking good, Tony.
Good as can be expected, sir.
Aye. Tony's brother, George. Welcome, boss. He's the nice one. Roger Hibbert. Dave Tanner. Asif Hussain.
All right.
Ah, yes, Bonnie lad.
Jeremy Lloyd.
All right, Jeremy.
Yes, sir.
You know what this lad did before he joined the service?
Not yet, no.
He trained to be a solicitor, no less. That's the caliber of recruit we're getting nowadays.
Actually, I failed the exam, sir.
Did you, son? Still, at least you took it. Sunil Gupta. Any more kids yet, Sonny? And Roger Hibbert.
Didn't we just...
And what were you before you got here, Roger?
Unemployed.
Very good. And where's the other bonny lad?
Kenny Charles is off sick.
Is he? Not fatal, I hope. Well, there you have it, Bill. Best damn watch on Teesside. Gentlemen, Bill comes from outside, but he comes very highly recommended. I know you'll get on. Like a house on fire. I have to run, Bill. They're all yours, son.
Thank you, sir.
Alan?
Lads, I'm very proud to be here. I know I've got a lot to learn about the patch.
Yeah, don't pick up any hitchhikers.
So at first, I'm just going to watch how you work. See what I like, what I don't like. And just so we're clear, I don't like cats being squirted out of trees. First, we can hardly charge Mr. Echevarria for the call-out if we set his kitchen on fire. Second, you can play silly buggers all you want in the station, but a shout's a shout. You do not piss around, am I clear?
Boss.
Can I ask you a question, Bill?
Yes, Tony.
You ever been a station officer before?
No. No, I haven't.
Well, why don't I show you the rest of the station, Bill?
Lou, what should?
Mess, kitchen, worst cook in the world.
Book club.
Yeah, Charlie Cruikshank's idea. Lads choose a different book every week.
Did I meet Charlie Cruikshank?
Not quite, he was your predecessor before he went mad.
Right. Good idea. Huh? Books, I mean, not the...
All right. Dorm room.
How long's Tony Barnes been here?
Oh, 12 years. Bit chippy, I know, but he's a good firefighter. Plus, he's the health and safety officer. Plus, he knows more about this patch than anyone else. Well, all that petrochemical stuff. Places that are so flammable, they have to use sheep and goats to cut the grass because the lawnmowers are too risky. Control room for Teesside Fire and Rescue, map of the area, computers, Wilton hotline, 3 birds who work here.
Birds.
You know my daughter, Julie. Katie Bell, Sandra Harris. Girls, Bill McGlinchy, station officer.
Don't you have a uniform then?
Yeah, it's in the back of my car, which is probably halfway to London by now.
We'll fix you with a spare.
Are you married, Bill?
Once.
Oh, well, her loss is our gain.
Steady on, Sandra.
Sunrise, sunrise, looks like morning in your eyes, but the clock's held 9:15 full hours. Sunrise, sunrise, couldn't tempt us if it tried, 'cause the afternoon's already coming home.
young, Tony.
Nah, young and never done the job before. I wonder why he left Northern Ireland.
I heard something went wrong. Big cock-up. All hushed up.
You did not hear that, Tony.
Yes, I did. When? I just did, you fat get.
Could have been you, Tone.
Well, he's station officer now. He's going to get my full support.
Ain't that Arthur Moss, Dave? You think he's looking for you?
Shut it, man.
Maybe a little birdie told him better than not's a little birdie.
Lads?
Right.
All right.
Right.
No William McGlinchy.
Oh, the man himself, wearing my second best pants. Bill, this is Sergeant Arthur Moss. Sergeant.
Mr. McGlinchy. You own a green Vauxhall Amiga, registration TCZ6456.
Yes, I do. Have you found it?
It was involved in a hit and run outside Durham 2 hours ago. Caused substantial damage.
Oh, that's terrible, Arthur. Anyone hurt?
Luckily not. Were you driving the car, Mr. McGlinchy?
No. No, I phoned this into the police hours ago. It was stolen by a hitchhiker called Brian.
Stolen by Brian. Don't mind coming down to the station, making a statement.
Oh, we'll look after things while you're gone, Bill. Told you it was trouble.
I was up on the moors. I stopped the car to admire the view.
What view?
Of Middlesbrough.
Very funny. I know you firemen sit around on your arses all day, Mr. McGlinchy, but I've got things to do.
And I've already told the police this. I was looking at the view, and this guy, Brian, nicked my car. And my bag, my clothes, and practically everything I own.
Any witnesses?
No.
Convenient. Teesside Police. Yeah, it's me. Do you mind? If you're driving, I hope you're on hands-free. But I left the money by the toaster.
What use is a bloody check? What am I like, Bradford and bloody Bingley?
I didn't have any cash, Belinda.
You'd better have some now.
Will you stop doing that?
Go ahead. Top. See you tonight, then. Come here.
Hello?
You a fireman?
Yes.
All right, then. Where were we?
Enjoying the view.
That was my wife.
What's the supervisor's name again?
Oh, Bednarch.
Chick. CZ, White King. Chick.
That'll be it.
What do you want?
To give you your smoke alarms.
This way.
I presume these devices have been tested exhaustively.
Well, each battery's been checked.
And the backup batteries? And backup batteries?
They run off mains power. Only use their batteries in emergencies.
You want some help fitting that, Mr. Bednarczyk?
Do I look like an idiot?
The hell was that?
See anything?
Well, if you don't need our help, Mr. Bednarczyk, we should get on.
Of course. Oh, thank you very much for coming.
Excuse me. You must be from the fire service. I'm Stefan Bednarczyk. This is about the smoke alarms?
What was your name again?
Bednarczyk. Is there a problem?
Move out of the way, please.
What the hell are you doing? Oh, evaluating the equipment. You can't expect us to install alien technology without testing. Oh, excellent. Pass with flying colours. Thank you very much. Move it, Sonny! No, what are you doing? No! Come on, no! Stop!
service coming to, I'd like to know? Running around all day like bloody nursemaids.
Now, it could be in the TV room all day reading Jane Austen.
Did you know that the busiest appliance in Teesside is only active 8% of the time?
You want to keep that sort of stuff under your hat, clever boy. If John Prescott gets hold of it, we won't just be handing out smoke alarms at loony bins. We'll be scrubbing the bogs too. Oi, Sonny! Move your ass!
Never gonna bloody believe this.
Where's Alpha 2? They're out on community fire prevention visits, smoke alarms and such.
I would have liked to have gone on that.
Well, the thing is, Tony wasn't sure when you'd be coming back.
I bet he wasn't.
One of the chief's big things, fire prevention, community work. Lads are a bit mixed on the issue, you know, joining to put out fires, etc.
Well, I'm all for it. Andy, get on the radio, will you, and get an ETA from Alpha 2.
I can't go in there.
Why not?
I left something on the stove.
He's got a thing for one of the lasses in control room, but nobody knows which one. Not even sure what Andy does.
Oh, so it could be Julie, then.
Over my dead body. It's bad he never wanted to be a firefighter. He's not bloody going out with one. You got kids, Bill?
Yeah, 1. Laura, she's 5.
5. Tough age to leave him.
Yeah.
Can I help you, Bill?
I need an ETA on Alpha 2.
They've had a spot of bother. Nothing too serious.
Get them for me, will you, please, Sandra?
Teesside Fire and Rescue. Yeah, we are. Stenciling Estate. Take about 7 minutes.
What is it?
999 call Stenciling Estate before you all stop breathing.
Why us?
Ambulance will take 13 minutes, Bill. We'll take 7. First responder.
I called an ambulance.
We're quicker. Where is she? Tell me what happened.
Lucy was complaining of stomach pains. She was doubled up with pain, so I took her to the hospital.
Lucy?
They said it was just gastroenteritis and gave her something which seemed to clear it up. We came home and she was right as rain. Pupils fixed. Get her shirt off, George.
All right.
Oh, this is ridiculous. I need a doctor, a paramedic, a fireman. What are they thinking?
Ambulance will be here soon, but we're here now. We know what we're doing.
Rip it, man, hurry. What are you doing?
We need to check her heart.
No, take me to the doctor. What has she done?
Hey, now, come on, we're here now. We've got the kids.
Shut your kid. I want a doctor.
Come on, let us do his job, eh? Please.
She's in defib.
Did you swallow anything, Mr. Hardwick? Poisons, detergents?
No.
Insecticides, drugs?
You've already asked me this. No. Machine's going to shock her. Stop compressions. Still in VFib.
When the west wind moves among the fields
Nope.
above,
Still in VFib.
you can tell the
Shocking again.
sun is jealous
Still in VFib. Please wake up, Lucy. Please.
So she took her love for to gaze a while among the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? And you can tell the sun in its jealous sky.
Bill, I spoke to the doc. He reckons it was probably iron poisoning.
Iron?
Like in vitamin tablets. They have some in the house. Lucy must have taken a handful thinking they were sweets. Hospital should have asked Dad when he took it in.
So why the hell didn't they?
It's out the spot, apparently. Iron poisoning comes in 2 stages. First just seems like bad stomach cramps, nausea, but then you recover seem fine. So hospital releases Lucy, she comes home. 2 hours later, the second stage hits. And that's the killer. There's nothing we could have done.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, Willie. Everything tickety-boo.
Not really, no. What took you so long?
Couple of things, Bill. There was a fire in the psych centre, but we managed it all right.
Well done. What's the other thing?
An RTA.
Involving who?
Well, us for a start.
What happened, Sonny?
We don't know.
How can you not bloody know?
The truck must have sideswiped us while we were delivering smoke alarms.
Bastard never stopped. Didn't even leave a note on the windscreen. Not having a very good first day, are you, Bill?
Charlie gets up to the old lady's room where she's obviously dead as a dodo from the smoke, but he spots the false teeth in the glass by the bed.
Alan, I don't think this is suitable. Not in front of Julie.
Mum, it was me who told him.
Anyway, Charlie pops the false teeth in, which is pretty funny until the old lady's husband pulls this copper in and says, "He's nicked me wife's teeth." And the copper says, "Have you?" Charlie grins like Esther Ranson and says, "All the better to eat you with." And that was the end of Charlie. Retired on the grounds of mental health, which left the door open for you.
I can see I've got a lot to live up to.
You'll do very well, Bill.
Our Marge knows a thing or two. Her dad was a firefighter, her brother, me, of course.
Yeah, now that Julie's done her 16 weeks training, she can carry on the family tradition.
What tradition's that, Bill?
The, firefighting one.
Really? I suppose you think you're really clever.
Listen, Mum.
And you, Julie. Very clever. Laughing up your sleeve.
Mum.
You're not becoming a fireman.
Firefighter, not fireman.
You're a woman, Julie.
Marge, women have been firefighters since...
What? London's burning?
Well...
And what good are they? My dad was right about this. Can women lift the 135? Can they break down a door? Can they carry a man down a ladder?
I work with a lass called Deirdre Kerr. She could have carried 2 men down a ladder, no bother. Right, look, I should probably, get going. Thanks for a fantastic meal, Marjorie.
You're very welcome.
Don't get up, mate. I can see myself out. Listen, thanks again. Night.
Bed, Julie.
I'm 23 years old.
Then buy yourself a home. Bed. She's not becoming a firefighter.
It's what she wants.
And I want a husband with more than 2 brain cells. But here I am.
Bill seems like a decent bloke.
Tony Barnes will have him for breakfast.
Sorry, Ben, son, now. Oh, Sonny! I contacted a mate in Belfast. Asked him to ask some questions.
About Boy Wonder?
Yeah. Dig the dirt.
Nice one, Sonny. We'll fire it up, then.
That man's a bloody Hitler. Insecurity. Doesn't have the experience to trust his men, so you have to throw his weight around.
Stop there! Next team. Andy, Asif, Jeremy, take over the hearse. That's your target.
Well, Julie told me he was married. Oh, but there's a story there as well.
Hey, this is great. Yeah, fantastic, Jezza. See, I can spoon race next. What is this, Georgie?
Lamb for sandalwood with chicken.
Very nice, George.
It's good, isn't it, Sonny?
Because I'm Indian, I have to like curry.
No, not necessarily.
I hate curry. I like chips. Burgers and chips, fish and chips, egg and chips, sausage and chips.
So what's next week's book, Andy?
Oh, we don't... Jeremy usually chooses. Nearly went to university, didn't you, Jez?
Yeah. Was that before you nearly became a solicitor?
All right, Tony. Chicken and chips, steak and chips, steak kidney pie and chips.
Do you know Billingham has the lowest book per household ratio in the UK? One book every 12 houses.
That's got to be bollocks.
No, I read it somewhere.
Where do you live, Asif?
Billingham?
Must be true, then.
Bit spicy for you, Bill. No. It's great. Lovely flavour, George.
Shit, Betty.
That's on Belcock. How much curry powder did you put in his food?
2 tablespoons.
And he ate the lot.
No bad. Must have guts of steel.
McGlinchy.
Hiya.
How's it going? How's Laura? Good. Yeah, okay, you know. Settling in. Seem like a nice bunch of lads. He was asking what?
It's time, Jezza.
Sorry about this, Bill. Just wait for the army. She'll be here in a second.
Did you have a look at the grenade?
I'm not daft.
Steady on your cup.
Plastic. Made in Taiwan. It's a dummy. Dummy? And you made us miss the A-19 shite. Right, fellas, fun's over. Let's get this place back in order. Thank you, Sergeant Moss. TS Control, this is Alpha 5. Alpha Station is now back on the run, over.
Good to hear, Alpha 5. Because I've got another job for you.
RTA. Person reported B125 outside Salem. Let's go. Try and stay calm. We'll have you out of there in no time. Dave, you get in the car with the driver. Andy, we're going to need a saw and a hearse.
All right, mate.
What do you mean, hers? I'm not going to bloody die.
No. It's the hearse, not the house. It's the cutting gear. We'll get this roof off in no time. He's a mix, so nobody understands what he says anyway.
What's that for?
He's going to give you some protection, all right?
I can smell something. Petrol?
No, it's not petrol, it's brake fluid. It's no problem. All right, I'm Dave. What's your name?
Colin.
Good lad.
Aren't you lot on strike?
No. We negotiated a rise of 48 pence a week when halfway back to work.
Is brake fluid flammable? It bloody is, isn't it?
Just sit tight. Everything's going to be fine.
Sit tight, I can't bloody move. Get us out of here! Move it, son! Elvis!
Hey, don't worry. Hey, come on, don't worry. The boys will have us out in no time. We're home in time for our tea. Good luck, Colin.
Good work, Dave.
No problem.
Mr. McGlinchy?
Julie, thought you'd gone home. You want a cup?
No, thanks. You know what you said about becoming a probationer?
Yeah. Is there a problem?
No. Yeah, it's my mum.
What the bloody hell is that?
It's just an owl, silly. Whitewash hid it on a call-out.
And why is it in the fridge?
I think they were going to have it stuffed. One of the blokes is from Sheffield.
Oh, that's a disgrace. They should have called the RSPCA. RSPCB. Whatever. Anyway. About your mum.
Will you speak to her?
What about your dad?
Won't work. She's too cross with him for letting me do the training without telling her.
And what makes you think that I'll succeed?
Because you will.
I know why you're here. And just because you're here, I don't think I'm going to crumble like a...
Biscuit.
Help yourself.
Marjorie, I hope you'll let Julie become a firefighter.
Why?
Because she wants it. Thank you. And because I think she'll be good at it.
You've been here all 4 days. How do you know?
I've been around firefighters all my grown life. You get a sense.
And you've got a sense about Julie?
Yeah. Plus, we have no women firefighters at the station, and that's not right.
So this isn't about what works. It's about how it looks.
No, I don't mean it like that. If Julie wants to do this, then I think she deserves to do it. And if you care about her, you'll let her do it.
So now you're telling me how to care about my own daughter.
Please, Marjorie, let her join.
My brother, Sam. You know what happened to him? He was on shout. Hostel on fire. Sam was sent in to check all the rooms, make sure it was clear. But he missed one. Hostel burnt down. Afterwards, they found a 5-year-old boy in that room. He was hiding under the bed. He burnt to death. Family thought he was staying with friends. Sam never got over it. He had to retire. He still never got over it. Do I really want my Julie to face that? To fail like that?
We all face that, Marjorie. Every time we go on a shite. Alan does, your brother did. I think that facing failure makes us better men. Julie wants to test herself the same way. I think you should let her.
Gentlemen, meet our new probationer,
Julie Priestley.
Thank you. I won't let you down.
Oh, you better not, look.
Get in, Teesside Central's first firefightress.
Cheers. Well, apart from Big Betty, who covered for Greenwatch.
And gay Ted.
He's not a woman.
Saving up to be one.
I'm gonna miss you too.
Oh, we'll always be here for you, hun. The voices of calm professionalism.
And we want full reports on what goes on in the dormitory on a night mind.
What's all the fuss? Well, look at you. You kid out very nicely.
Steady on. Blood pressure.
Thank you, Katie. There was a Priestley here at Teesside Fire and Rescue when I arrived, nearly 34 years back. Good to see there'll be a Priestley here when I go.
You're thinking of leaving, are you, Mr. Hammond?
Not till they've replaced you with computers, Sandra. Make us proud, Julie.
I'll do me best, sir. Roger, man.
What?
Nothing.
You all right?
Yeah, just a bit nervous, you know.
Waiting for stuff to happen.
Yeah,
Don't know if you'll be able to hack it.
right.
Might lose your nerve. Let your mates down. Let yourself down. Someone gets hurt. You fail. It's not just you. It's every woman that fails. That's a lot of pressure.
Cheers, Rog.
Don't mention it. Gang's on the drill yard. It's only once you get a ground monitor out the basement.
Okay. I just want to get out there, you know. Just one shout. That'll make it... Tony? Rog?
us already, Jules?
Kenya's doing an alarm test in about 20 seconds.
Why? The alarms work.
For me, Katie. Cheers.
Who's got the bloody key? It was in the door. Well, it's not there now. No, it's on the other side of the door. Well, what good's that?
Hey, maybe we can...
Down the drain pipe? Oh, hell. This is a joke, Julie.
Is this a key, Tony?
Women.
Aren't they great?
Blue Watch. Shut. Dismiss. All yours, all right? Okay. I'll come and watch. I'll see your names.
Right, love.
How was it? Your first day?
It was great. Really exciting, you know.
In other words, nothing happened. Well, let's hope it stays that way.
Look, Jules, your first shout.
Oh, shit. What is it, Bill? That's the nuclear power station. Fire in the cooling plant. What? The cooling plant. It houses the fuel rods. Go, or it'll be another bloody Chernobyl.
No way, I'm not going.
You drive as if or you're sacked.
Fine, I'd rather be sacked than fried.
Get back in here! George, you drive.
I'm not going, that'll be bloody suicide. It's true, but I'm sorry, mate, I'm off. Yeah, come on.
Fine, then I'll bloody drive.
Alpha 1, this is TS Control. Are you mobile yet? Over.
Alpha 1, negative control. Delayed turnout, over.
TS Control, just as well, full floor. You can stand down. Out.
Bill?
What?
I think we've been had.
Oh, come on, Belinda.
It's not safe. Look, I think Arthur knows something.
Oh, come on, you're killing me. God, they only gave me an hour off to go to the doctor.
You're evil.
Oh, baby.
We up there?
Oh, baby. You got your foot on the pedal. That's not me. Didn't bring a friend along, did you?
I'm bothering for you to happen, Davy boy.
Oh, let's just turn it off, shall we? Quick, get out, love. What? Get out, quick.
What's happening?
I don't know. joke. A nuclear meltdown. That's just hilarious, Tony. What if it had gone out in the radio? How funny would that have been?
It was a bit of fun.
No. No, this isn't going to work. I'm going to ask the brigade to transfer you.
You can't make me leave.
I believe I can.
What? You what? Where exactly are you, Dave?
I'm outside the Chiron place. The rear gate.
Did you turn the engine off?
Yeah. It made no difference.
It's a cyclohexane leak. Get away from the car. Just get away from the car, Dave.
I'm gonna get me blouse.
Forget it. Come on.
Cyclohexane.
This is Tony Barnes, running shout, rear entrance to Chiron Chemicals on Stainsford Street. Possible cyclohexane leak. Alphas 1 and 2 attending. That's what's happening. Want to come?
Andy, grab Dave Tanner's kit. Chiron Chemicals, Stainsford Street. Cyclohexane leak.
What about Dave Tanner?
He's already there.
This is TS Control. There's a chemical fire at Chiron Chemicals, Stainsford Street.
This is Divisional Officer Mick Hammond. Yes, I said complete shutdown, every system. Why then you evacuate? Yes, everyone.
How am I going to explain the car?
It caught fire. It was an accident.
Oh, great. I went up my blouse without an accident and all.
Look, the car went on fire. You used the blows to try and put it out. Arthur should be grateful.
You bastard.
Listen, I'm sorry, Bill, but I'm going to have to get those idiots away from the houses.
Yeah, what about me, eh? What about trying to get me away?
Please, Bill, we've got it. Right?
Fine. Dave! Lies.
Bless you. Right, folks, let's all move to the top end of this. Is anybody in here? Everybody to the top end of this.
CS Control, this is Alpha 1 in attendance at Chiron. Make punch 10. Look, there's Dave. We're looking David's here.
I think Lockett had anything to do with it. But there might still be one or two folk in there.
Yeah, we're late for your shift. Get to your position.
Bill, you okay?
We've only got 2 pumps, so we can't fight both sides at once. That's chlorine. That burns this place is going to be like a First World War battlefield. We make the tanks our priority, we let the houses go. Hey, lads, listen up. Right, the main danger is these tanks here, okay? So, Asif, Jeremy, pump men. Tony, Dave, George, Roger, I want 4 main jets. I want you to keep the flames off the tank. I want you to keep the tanks cool. Alan, Andy, Julie, Sunil, evacuate the houses. I need everyone out, okay? Everyone. But we do not try and save the houses. If the chlorine in those tanks catches, we're going to have a lot worse than fire to worry about.
Not that we'll be worrying because we'll be dead.
Now let's do it!
check every room. Nobody lives here, Alan. Right, check upstairs. Yeah, clear.
And the balconies.
Sonia, Julie, Andy with me.
Andy? Dad? Sonal?
Bloody hell.
Is there a fire?
We need more pumps, Bill. They're on their way. We can do this.
Look, weighing about 20 odd stone in there. It's going to take us a while to get him out. You've got to keep the flames off that house.
I can't take the hoses off the tanks, you know that.
Well, then I don't know if we can get him out in time. I'm not risking my people.
Yeah, well, I'm not leaving anybody in there. All right, here's what we've done. We're going to put in a grind monitor between the fire and the houses. No. Those barrels contain oxidizing agents. I don't know what that means in Northern Ireland, but you put water on that, you really will have a fire. All right, then, so what do you suggest? For me? Yeah, aren't you the expert? The only thing I can think of is, but it's a risk. What, Tony? The PPVs.
The fans, you mad? You'll just be feeding the fire. If this works, I'll leave you bloody soft.
No, the fans will blow the flames back into the plant and away from the houses. It's genius. If it works, both of you with me.
We're going to carry you down on your mattress, okay, Mr. Lewis?
I'm not going.
You have to go, or you're gonna burn.
Then let me burn. My whole life is here.
Let's not hang about, mate.
No. Right. 1, 2, 3. Lift!
Not bad for a first shout.
You telling me?
Here comes the cavalry. Just in time to clean up.
Looks like you had it under control.
More or less.
Good job, funny lad.
Do you know something, Andy? When things get really hairy, you don't stutter at all.
Daughter? It's true, you don't. Should have seen Jules shove her hand in that bloke's mouth.
Only place I could get a grip.
One particular dwelling alone.
Chips and beans on toast. Now that's what I call food.
Good work today, Bill.
You lot did all the hard work. Thanks, Julie.
Julie.
What the bloody hell?
You said you'd eat your sock. Go on, then.
Oh, you boys, you are fun. You are.
Come on, Nabura!
Do these look even to you?
Like a dead heat in a Zeppelin race.
Don't wind her up about the ghost. I won't mention it. She doesn't need to worry about the ghost.
What ghost?
Whatever hitting around here is big and bleeding oil, over.
Right, I want the water wall here. I reckon we've got 5 minutes.
Water on!
When you got to steal a dime blue just to buy some working shoes.
I'm a practice receptionist.
All right, I'm not hiring you.
There's no point in going and then coming back later. Might as well just start now, innit?
Tomorrow at 9, Martin Clune stars in brand new drama, Doc Martin.